My generation has failed. It is completely different from my parents' generation. It's not different in a good way. People nowadays are weak and they're depressed, they're on social media, they're stuck to their phones. I was in the position where most people in my generation are. I was a loser, I would play video games, I would be on social media, I'd be addicted to it, addicted to YouTube, I would be weak. I was so skinny, under eating because I'd play video games. I'll go over the stuff that's wrong with this generation. Everyone's super weak, no one's strong, people are skinny or they're super fat. My generation isn't really a healthy one. They just eat junk food, keep on consuming junk food. They don't really care for the negative side effects. They just eat food because it gives them comfort, because they try to escape reality through multiple ways. They don't like their life that they are living at the moment. People are shy. People don't really like talking. They only really talking on their phone, typing, texting, scream at you online, but they would never say that to your face because they're weak and they're shy, and they always complain on social media. Oh, where? They're just being whiny bitches for no reason. You can complain if you actually had something you're struggling with. No, oh no, they didn't have your iced tea at Starbucks. Oh, where? End of the world. Oh no, your phone died. Oh, your phone broke. Who cares? No one really cares. It's not the end of the world. Stop complaining. Stop being a whiny bitch. Because everyone's a whiny bitch, there's a lot of censorship. You're not allowed to say this and that because in case it hurts someone's feelings. Imagine if a whiny bitch goes into like a Call of Duty lobby from 10 years ago. They would literally have a heart attack because my generation's fucked up. It's gonna be the next generation after, or my generation when they become parents and have kids, their kids will be even more fucked up because the quality of their parents have gone down. Most people, they've had their fun, they've partied till they're 30. They don't have a good role model as parents. My generation is comfortable. They have nothing to really struggle about. They don't have to go hunt for their own food. They don't have to really worry, oh, am I actually going to be able to feed my family? Because if I go out into that wilderness, into those woods, I don't know if I'll get enough to feed the whole tribe. Well, guess what? You know that you can feed your family. Just go on your phone or Uber Eats or whatever delivery menu app you got, and it just delivers it straight to your house. So there's not really any worry about eating. People are comfortable. They drink their little vanilla iced lattes or whatever it is in the morning, go to work, do a little bit of work, get home, play some video games, go to sleep, and they just escape reality. They're comfortable where they are. They're not trying to excel. Because everyone is on social media, they're all attention seekers. They're all like, oh, look at me, look, I'm posting this picture, I'm at a party, oh wow, look at me, I'm so cool, look at this dress I'm wearing, it's revealing. They're pretty much drug addicts, but for dopamine and attention. They get dopamine every like they get. They see this number go up every time when they post a revealing picture, and then they get this massive dopamine hit. They just get hooked to this. They get addicted to the likes, they get addicted to the attention, they get addicted to the dopamine. Because of social media, there are these movements that kind of take off. There's this one movement which is absolutely a load of shit. It's called Sigma male. It pretty much means that these people are lonely. They say, oh yeah, I don't want a girlfriend or something because they can't get one in the first place. They consider themselves lone wolves, sad, depressed. They love the movie American Psycho. They feel as the character. Shut up. You literally can't make any friends and can't get a girlfriend. That's why you consider yourself a Sigma male. Because there's so many of these people in a group and you're like, oh, I'll just go into this group so I can cope. It's not as bad. Oh, you're just coping with the shit. Like, you can't get friends and you can't get a girlfriend. And there's also another movement that has gone over the world, but this is for women. The other one was mostly for men. And the other one is strong, independent woman. I don't need no man. Oh, I don't need no man. Okay, sure, go for it. Do your own stuff. Wait till 30 years when you want to have a kid, but you can't because you hit the wall and now you can't have kids. Oh well, that's your own problem. Here are some differences between my generation and the past generations. My generation is everyone's addicted to the phone. The other generations, or they would go outside, play, and then when it went dark or the street lights turned on, then they would go back inside and play a board game or something and then go to bed. Now, people won't even go outside because they're addicted to their little phones. I would like to see a stat of the average attention span from the last generation and this generation. This generation's attention span is so cooked. They just want to get that quick little dopamine hit, and because they've done it so much and they're addicted to getting that dopamine hit, and they have a short attention span. They can't actually be patient. They can't sit down straight. They're like twitching around because they're like dopamine. This one's pretty sad actually. The difference between my generation before, and like my parents' generation, but the difference is that my generation does not care about the elderly. They don't care about the war veterans that literally went to war and literally fought in war the most absolute cruel times just so you can be alive, just so you can be a lazy fuck to sit on your couch and watch TikTok all day. They don't respect the elderly people that went to war, or elderly people in general that literally kept the whole economy running so you can be here right now. Imagine being a war veteran and seeing a bunch of people die, going through that traumatic experience, just so everyone could be whiny bitches, disrespect you, and make your fucking country worse, weak, I would absolutely crack these shits, man. If I was a war veteran, I would be fucking pissed. Seeing where this country's going, where all the countries are going, that you literally fought for, you put your life on the line for, all for it to go to shit. People identifying as animals, people being gay, changing genders, making up new genders, one of 65,000 genders or whatever the fucking number is. I would be pissed. I would be fucking pissed. Imagine if you told someone in World War One, World War Two, whatever war, that what they're fighting for in 80 years, there's gonna be gay people, people identifying as animals, being whiny bitches, screaming, crying. Honestly, I feel like they would just kill themselves then. See, my parents' generations, I've watched some old movies, some old funny movies and some old TV shows, and their TV shows make fun of a man chopping his dick off and being a woman or identifying a woman. They say that as a joke. TV shows now go like, yeah, you go girl, you're a woman, you can be whatever you want. It wasn't even that long ago. Maybe 10 years ago this started changing, where it was from a joke to now empowering women or trans women. Fuck that shit. Here's some of the stuff that I asked my mum about what she noticed the difference between my generation and her generation. Not everyone in her generation was taking pictures of themselves. They're actually having fun, actually enjoying themselves. They weren't posting it all on social media for the likes. They did it because they wanted to, not because of the social media attention. Kids nowadays have no emotional control and end up stabbing people because they can't control their emotions. The technology was different because they didn't really have much technology back when they were a kid. They would have the phone that was actually on the wall and was connected via a cable, compared to my phone, which I'm recording on right now, which it's handheld and you can communicate to anyone you want. It's got stored contacts, so you don't need to remember everyone's phone number. The communication is so much different between our generations. Hers, you'd go outside, go talk to the neighbours, go play with the kids down at the local park or something. Compared to mine now, you play video games together and talk online. You don't go outside really to see each other. You just talk online or text. That's how you communicate these days. My parents, when they were a kid, they had unsupervised play outside. Now compared to people nowadays where the parents are always supervising and worried about them. See, there could be a couple reasons that's to do with this. Obviously the crime rate has gone up since my parents were younger, but also parents more worried about their kids. I'm going to talk about the internet and what it's done for this generation. Now the internet is as a whole, as like a simplified down, is really good. You know, you can talk to anyone from anywhere in the world, you can get paid online. It's pretty good for most part, but there is negative effects to it. People are spending a lot of time on the internet. They're spending it on YouTube, like you're watching it on now, or Instagram, or whatever. And because they're spending so much time on it, they're comparing themselves to the people they see online. They only see what the person wants to put up on the internet, and they think that, you know, their life is so good, it's so perfect, I want my life to be like them. But they only show a snippet of their entire life. They don't show the bad, because who would want to show the bad of their lives? They only want to show the good. When people have free time, what do? Well, most of the time it's playing video games or scrolling on social media, because what else are they going to do? They classify it as relaxing when they're pretty much escaping from reality. That's why they call it relaxing, because they're not thinking about, I've got these bills to pay, I've got work in the morning, gotta go to sleep early. They're just using it as their distraction pretty much. Like I said before with the communication, that obviously, once again, is a big point. But I would like to add on to that. See, I firsthand was a person who was addicted to video games, which I talked about in another video about how I actually got rid of the video game addiction. But there was multiple times because I was so addicted to playing video games. I was playing 14 hours a day. It was crazy numbers. I'd say how much hours I spent total on video games in that other video, but there was multiple times where my parents literally had to take my Xbox away because I was on it too much. They literally, they've taken it away, I don't even know, it's been so many times, and then they would take it away for like 3 months, 6 months or something, so then I was forced to go outside and actually play with my friends who literally lived down the road. Now I look back, that's kind of fucked up. People's dopamine receptors are fried, because when you get a buzz on your phone or a notification, your dopamine kind of like spikes a little bit and you're like, ooh, get happy, because you know what, maybe it's my friend talking or whatever, you get a dopamine spike, right? Your dopamine receptors have been fried so much over the years of you on social media that regular mundane stuff is now boring because of your dopamine receptors being fried. Nothing you enjoy is really good anymore unless it's so dopamine induced and gets your attention and gives you so much dopamine. Think of it like this. You've got a bar up here of where you are now. Let's say this is your one from before. So if you want to get like interested and you want to do something, it has to be over here in dopamine levels. But normally your dopamine levels will be here, so you got all this room, so you're more interested to do the more mundane stuff like reading a book or something. So you got to do a dopamine detox if you want to get into the rhythm of stuff and get back into it, stuff like that. My generation is such degenerates. See, I'll quickly go over this. I'll make another video on this because there's just it's just too long to put in this video, especially with the rest of the stuff coming up, but I'll quickly go over it. You got chicks that are going nude, showing nude pictures of themselves for money. These OnlyFans chicks, which is absolute degeneracy at its peak. People pay money to see women naked. Is that not fucked up? Have you ever thought about it? These people are spending $6, $20, I don't know, I don't have OnlyFans, but people are paying money monthly to these people who these people they're paying the money to don't know them, don't care about them, never fuck them, honestly couldn't give two shits. They only really care that you keep on giving them money monthly. If you take a look at these OnlyFans chicks' boyfriends, they are the weakest pieces of shit ever. If that's my girlfriend and she's doing OnlyFans, I'll be like, why is that? Don't do OnlyFans, or you can piss right off. You're not fucking showing yourself to random dudes on the internet. You can piss off. And they're like, oh yeah, I don't mind filming actually. You don't mind filming your chick naked, so you can send it to dudes who, that is so fucking stupid. Those people must be the weakest pieces of shit ever. To allow your woman to make money off selling your nudes, that's fucked up. If you are subscribed to an OnlyFans chick, unsubscribe from that little bitch right now. Because what the fuck is actually wrong with you for paying someone to see their nudes? You are a fucking loser. If you really wanted to see some chick nude, why don't you buy like an online course or something about how to get chicks from a bar, or how to actually talk to women instead of, you know, jacking off in your bedroom to this chick that you don't even know and would never fuck you. You are a loser. If you are one of these people that actually subscribes to these people, these chicks on OnlyFans, you are a fucking loser. You were a part of a demographic of absolute losers and a part of a big group. She does not give a fuck about you. Imagine you saw her, right? You saw her down the street and you go, oh, I'm a big fan of yours. I've subscribed to your OnlyFans. What do you think she'll think? Oh my god, no way. Oh wow, this dude's really good. You know what? Maybe I'm gonna go on a date with him. Maybe you'll fucking... No, that bitch will be like, oh, okay, cool. Piss off, please. Oh my god, I don't care. Thanks for your money. Bye. I just bought this new Gucci handbag because of you. See, look, bam. New Gucci handbag. That's what she's actually fucking thinking. How do I get away from this creep without making him stop paying me? That's literally what she'll be thinking. She won't be like, oh, this dude's so great. You were jacking off to a chick you will never see in your life, never fuck you, but you were actually just jacking off to a bunch of small little pixels which are actually small lights, so you're not actually jacking off to the chick. Most chicks nowadays are promiscuous. They're fucking a bunch of people because, oh, it's fun, I need to reinvent myself. Oh my god, I've got to reinvent myself. Oh, I'm just fucking these dudes to just find myself. Oh my god. You are a whore. Just going to fucking clubs to fuck these dudes. I'll tell you a quote which literally sums this up. It's by Saladin. I don't know if I really said that right. If you want to destroy any nation without a war, make adultery and nudity common in the young generation. He's pretty much summarized what's happening. You're showing pornography, OnlyFans, making people degenerates and promiscuous. And that's how you make a nation weak. If the nation's weak, there won't be as much of a fight if you go to take them over. Now, the men of this generation are absolutely lonely as, because they're invisible to women. The top 20% of men are getting 80% of the women chasing them. The 80% of the men that aren't in the top 20%, well, they're getting nothing. They're just invisible. They don't even get noticed. Men are now becoming more feminine than masculine. Men are dressing up as women and want to be women because they want easy way. Because as a man, it's pretty hard. As a woman, it's pretty easy. You just gotta look good. You gotta, you know, be nice. As a man, you gotta build yourself up over multiple years, get money, get skills to be actually valuable compared to being good looking. See, with every relationship, if the men are feminine, the woman has to be masculine. If the man is masculine, the woman has to be feminine. It can't go masculine, feminine. It doesn't work like that. It can't work like that. It'll be a shit relationship and they wouldn't be attracted to themselves in the first place. Because men aren't getting women's attention and that, they've resorted to the most low of low shit. They resorted to simping, which is a load of shit. I will get on maybe into another video because it might be a bit long in here, but I'll quickly go over it. See, the simps do, like, I don't know, they do chores, they do shit, just so they can get kind of close, get into the friend zone, and then once you get stumped by that dude, you'd be like, oh yeah, he was really bad, and then maybe she might find out how such of a nice guy you are, and be like, you know what, these bad guys, you know what, they haven't been treating me well. You know what, you want to go on a date? That doesn't fucking happen. If she's considered you as a friend, you're stuck there. Do not go through the friend zone approach. That is the worst advice. Don't put her on a pedestal, don't be a simp. It's the loneliest time for men, and well, if they want a girlfriend, they've gone through pretty low to go try to get a girlfriend. Well, that's not the way to do it. Just saying that. Now for women, because women won the top 20% of men, which honestly, I don't blame them. Why would you not go for the best possible person that you can actually get? If you're in the top 20%, wouldn't you try to get the best woman you could get? Because women are getting all these, oh yeah, you're so beautiful, or all this fucking praise and saying you're beautiful and all these compliments and shit from these 80% of men that trying to get into their pants or trying to get a girlfriend. Well, they've got the highest possible standards, and a 4 thinks they're a 10. All the girls are like, oh, you're a 10, girl, you're a 10, God, you're a 10. Oh, well, no, they're actually fucking fat, and honestly, I wouldn't touch that. And also, their standards have become even more inflated because of the internet, because you're connected with everyone in the entire world. Because normally, before the internet, you have to compete with the people in your local area, which isn't as bad because there's normally an even amount of men and women in your area. And honestly, it's not as hard to compete to get a girl there. But when that girl is connected to everyone in the world, she probably won't even give you a second look, because she's just trying to get the best. Not the best in the town, not the best in the city, the best in the world, because she's got access to those people. If you want the best of the best, you got to get a high value person. A high value person, they're different roles compared to different genders. High value woman hasn't been run through, hasn't got a massive body count. People complain and whinge over, oh no, but high body count doesn't do anything. Yes, it does. It literally makes it harder for a relationship if that chick has had a bunch of guys. For me, high value is traditional values, nurturing, caring. And for a man, you got to be good skilled, wealthy, good at talking, good communication skills, good relationship skills. You got to build up yourself. For women, also high value is from their looks, but it's also not limited to that as well. People like looks because it's more rare. Think about it this way. Would you rather let's say a woman that's just being had a fun partying, getting run through by dudes, or a woman that didn't go to parties, doesn't have a high body count? Which one would you want? Obviously, you would want the one with that high body count, because why the fuck would you want that chick that's just come out of partying and now wants a relationship? If you're a dude now and you're watching this, or if you're a chick and you're watching this, here is what I recommend. Don't follow what everyone else is doing. Try to build up yourself. Try to become more high value. Try to be out there more. For a guy, you got to build up your skills, learn these things. For a woman, try to be high value. Don't get rid of your value by going out partying and fucking a bunch of guys. There's also an extreme kind of side with women. You know how I was talking about before, the strong independent women? There's also something they also talk about, which is, we don't need no man. Okay, well, you don't need no man? Fine, okay, fine by me. Well, I'm not going to date you. Here's what I say. Those people that say, we don't need a man for anything. We don't need a man, well, let's kill men, stuff like that. I propose that you and all your group of women that say and agree with you go to a private island with nothing on it, and you go to try to survive all together and see how well you'd survive. You would get pretty humble pretty quickly. So what will happen is, if you're monitoring, the women will be all out of place, be all a mess. The reason they have no consequence saying this is because they live in such a safe society that was built by men, and also they've got people protecting them. Mostly men, police officers. People will protect this person even if they say all this stuff, which is mostly men protecting him, because, well, no one would want this chick murdered. Even if they're saying this outrageous stuff, they would be protected. For the men's side, like, it's not really the men saying this, but it's the women saying this toxic masculinity. For toxic masculinity, this dude goes crazy and maybe stabs someone or whatever. They say it's toxic masculinity. That is not masculinity. The whole point of masculinity is to protect and provide. So you provide him food, money, and you also protect from these other tribes, other people that are trying to kill him. That's the whole role of masculinity. Now, does stabbing someone sound like masculinity to you? Protect, provide? Well, no, it doesn't. Well, then it's not masculinity. Whenever a dude does something, they just throw it around. Oh, toxic masculinity, mansplaining, blah 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 blah. This is what I found online about toxic masculinity. This term refers to the dominant form of masculinity where men use dominance, violence, and control to assert their power and superiority. See, this is not true. They're literally saying masculinity is bad, and then that's what's turning people weak. My generation is just shocking with their emotions. Oh, I feel bad, I'm depressed. Oh. Why is there a bunch of people stabbing people, shooting people, school shooters, all this stuff? Because those people aren't controlling their emotions. They're just letting their emotions take control of them, and then they go in and do this act of bad stuff. If they had controlled their emotions, then they would not have done that thing that is horrendous, that stabbing or whatever they have done. If they controlled their emotions, that would have never happened. They would have pissed off, and then they would have just, if they had control, they would have calmed down and not done anything, not acted on it. See, nothing gets better if you're emotional about something. You cannot do your best job or deal with the situation best if you're emotional about it. Imagine if you're super pissed off when you're trying to fix this printer, let's say. Fix a printer and you're super pissed off at it. Well, eventually you might just rip the printer off, break the printer, compared to if you're calm and you go, oh, I'm just gotta do this and this. People nowadays think that being sad is a permanent thing. Emotions fade, being sad is only temporary. Notice your emotions and notice that they always fade. They don't stay. Sometimes it might be over an extended period, but if you're sad, you won't be sad your entire life. See, this is what people should do. Let's say that they're super pissed off. Instead of going and taking it out by stabbing someone, why don't you go to the gym and use all the anger to go build muscle, lift weights? See, that's more productive than going and stabbing someone. If your girlfriend dumped you, go learn new skills, go start a business, go to the gym. That's pretty simple. Use that emotion that you've got and use it productively for something good that will actually last. People nowadays aren't really grateful for what they have. They see that next thing, that better thing. Oh, that person's got the iPhone 14, but I got an iPhone 13. Oh no. They keep on wanting the new thing. They're not grateful for what they have. They're like, I don't really like this phone because I want a new one. They're not grateful for what they have. If you're not grateful for something and you don't respect it, it will eventually get taken out of your life. If you don't respect your health, if you're not grateful for your parents, eventually they'll all just leave your life if you don't respect them. And people nowadays, they're not grateful for much, but they're also not really grateful for other stuff. There's a bunch of stuff that people aren't grateful for. Maybe the bus driver that takes you to work. Maybe the coal miner that's putting the electricity on so you can watch your Netflix. Maybe it's your school teacher that taught you this. Maybe it's your parents. Whoever it is, you're not grateful for people and you're not grateful for anything really. People aren't really grateful for their parents that have been feeding them, raised them from when they were young. And they're not even grateful for their ancestors that have kept their family alive for generations so you could be born. You need to be grateful for what you have because you could have been born in a war-torn country where you could potentially get bombed at night and you could have even worse stuff. You need to be grateful for what you have and where you are. Just take a look around and see what you're grateful for. This is another point on the emotion, but let's say depression. I'll quickly go over this because there can be a whole video about this one. If you take a look now, the suicide rates are at an all-time high. They're so crazy because people get sad if they believe that this is and something bad's happened. They're quote-unquote depressed. They're like, oh, I don't really know what to do. They kill themselves, which is honestly really sad to feel defeated so much that there's literally no other option they feel like than to kill themselves. If you're depressed, here's what I recommend. First off, depression isn't real. Depression is an emotion. Now, if you give it all power, if you give this say, oh, I can't control anything, I'm clinically depressed, I'm gonna take these pills to make me happy, well, stop giving it control. You need to say, you know, fuck this thing. I'm gonna do it myself. I'm gonna be working on myself. This can't control me. It's only an emotion. Now go fix up your life. Go to the gym, get a six-pack, eat healthy. Trust me, you will feel a lot better. A lot of the population is fat. Now, chubby, yeah, you can kind of consider that fat. I'm not really talking about that. I'm talking about these really overweight people that are just fat. Like, how can you get that fat? I don't even understand how you can let yourself get that fat because you're literally pretty much killing yourself from eating. Food is not really for flavor. It's to give you fuel so you can go work and do whatever you want so you get energy from that food. These fat people are so lazy. Instead of trying to go, you know, get in the gym, get rid of this fat so then they, you know, feel better about themselves. What they've done is they've tried to make people feel better about them. Oh, I'm fat. It's a disease. I can't do anything about it. You know what? Body positivity. You can't judge me because I'm fat. The real body positivity is people that have gone from fat or been like, you know what? I'm chubby. I don't really like the way that I'm looking. You know what? I'm going to do something about it. They go to the gym day after day consistently and get rid of that fatness, get rid of that dad bod and get back into the shape that they want to be. It is true body positivity. It's literally impossible to get accidentally fat. I accidentally stuffed my face year after year of junk food, bad food. That's impossible to be accidentally fat. It's not a disease. It's something you can fix. Eat less than your body uses a day. And that's how you lose weight. Eat healthy as well. And now it's also gone to a point where there's fat models. Like, if you're a model, yeah, I understand why you get paid a bunch of money. You gotta eat specific, so you gotta look good. Compared to fat people, they just eat whatever they want and then just rock up and be like, yeah, take a picture of me and pay me money. Why should they be paid for that? True body positivity is not being comfortable in your own skin. It's knowing that you gotta change something. You don't like your fat tummy and there's something that needs to be changed. And then you go after it, go to the gym, go lose weight, eat healthy, go after it day after day. And then until you get to your desired weight goal or your physique, then that is true body positivity, that change that you took day after day. Now I'm going to get onto the gays and the LGBT 4K Ultra HD TVs, those people. It is just a fucking load of shit, a bunch of weakness. You're all skinny, weak, love your little soy lattes with the high-pitched voice, low testosterone, and fucking whinge and whine, and then you go, yeah, my boyfriend, oh my god, yay. we're getting married. And now all these companies now have a diversity quota of, you gotta hire these lesbians, gay people, put them in movies, you gotta make this person gay, this person, like, fuck off. No one wants to see that shit. There's literally a video of a bunch of gay people, they're saying they're literally coming for your kids, they're literally trying to make them all gay. Let your kids come up with their own fucking decisions. Don't get them influence from those people. There's literally drag queens that go into kindergartens and preps and stuff and they're saying, oh yeah, express yourself, be gay, blah blah blah. Fuck off. If I ever see that shit at my children's school, I'm literally taking them out of that fucking room. Fuck that shit. That is a load of fucking shit. Weakness, nah, I'm good. Fuck off. What really fucking pisses me off, apart from the weakness, fucking making everyone fucking weak, everyone be like, yeah, gay is good. Apart from that, they're pushing their fucking agenda on everyone else. They're doing rallies and shit, being like, yay, good, it's gay. Don't put it on young children and other people. Don't pretty much force them to be gay. Being gay was a thing as expressing yourself, not trying to make other people gay. Fuck that shit. That is a load of shit. And trans people, oh my god, don't even fucking start me with these trans people waking up and being like, you know what, I'm gonna be a woman, and then go chop your dicks off, or you don't even have to. It's fucking load of shit. Why would you want to be the other gender? Why the fuck would you ask for my pronouns? Fuck that shit. Fuck your pronouns as well. I'm a man, born a man, you can't do anything to change it. And guess what? I'm glad I'm a man, honestly. And fuck it, if I was born a woman, I wouldn't change it to a man either. I'm born what I am. Same thing could be said with the vegans that are like, me bad, oh my god. Like, shut up. No one fucking cares. I mean, vegans, if you got an actual reason why you're vegan, let's say you're doing it for health reasons, and let's say, you know what, you don't want to kill the animals. That's fine by me. I don't really care. Do your diets, but don't be those people that scream and try to yell at people to change their opinion and they're so bad for eating meat. Like, fuck off. No one wants to listen to that shit. They just want to go to work, go get their fucking food, and piss off. They don't really give a shit about you. Short-term pain for a long-term gain.